let me show you about a specially targeted treatment that is a serum, which will go right after your detox pads. This is a 3-month supply of a powerful concentration of a gentle delivery system of vitamin C and retinol. What is it going to do? Well, it is going to reduce the appearance of those fine lines and wrinkles. Look at your screen. Look at how there's like 4 huge parentheses around her mouth, which is just accentuating the age. And then look at the after. In just a matter of a few weeks, using this just at night, she has severely diminished the appearance of those lines in the very best way, doctor.
You know, when you talk about the night serum, the reason why I was able to get the results we're gonna show you is because of the retinol, which is a liposome-delivered natural form of vitamin A, stable, in combination with my vitamin C. And when you look at these wrinkles right here, take a look, and there's also hyaluronic acid, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at these. Now here we go, only after 6 weeks. There's nothing there, it's gone. Second one's gone, third one's gone. The fourth one is improved, because that's really deep. So look at the difference. And this is 6 weeks, and by the way, you'll use the detox pad, then you're gonna use the night serum, and then you use our new souffle.
Yeah.
Now, this is Sue, our lovely model who's here with us. This is the magic of vitamin C and the brightness. 6 weeks, use nightly, take a peek, look at that color, and look at the fine wrinkles in there. Take a look at the brightness, look at the glow, especially on the cheek. Look at that glow right there. And take a look at that discoloration, how it's magically softened. That's where the magic of when we talk about a symbiotic relationship, it means that 1 and 1 equals 3, not 1 and 1 equals 2. With this combination of the vitamin C and the retinol, and adding in the hyaluronic acid, you get these results. This is the patient you saw a few minutes ago, and I want you to take a look at her cheek too. Well, hold on, let me give you the round one. Sometimes I forget how I'm using this, but look at the luminosity of the glow. Now, the other thing I want to show you, let me clear the screen, let me go to my arrow, is we take a look at the top of the smile line, how that's been elevated. Now, I'm going to take one more thing. Hold on, let me make sure I'm doing this right. And then here's that area where I showed you. Look right there.
Yeah.
Oh, let me point one more thing. Hold on, the jowl. Look at the jowl. Look at the jowl here, how it's softened. And last but not least, and by the way, you let me know when you have to interrupt me, but take a look at that.
No, I'm very, very impressed with this. Not only am I impressed with the reduction of the fine lines and wrinkles, her pores and her skin just looks so glass smooth, unlike the before, and the skin tone looks better. I mean, it literally looks like the elasticity is bouncier in the after. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if someone is looking in the mirror right now and they're seeing a drooping, like a lack of firmness, is this a good serum to be using for that?
Absolutely, because remember, we want to get that. The antioxidants in combination with retinol is the best combination to achieve the appearance of the softening of the fine lines and wrinkles, to help even out the skin tone and the firmness. And with this before and after, can I point out something? What I wanted to show you here, this is someone who's had a lot of damage to their skin. Now take a look after what's happened. This is after 6 weeks, and again, this is a lot of damage. This is the kind of patient that would come in the office that we would actually do something in the operating room. I'm not comparing this to a procedure that we perform in the operating room, but look at the difference without me using anything at all, except using this night serum. And we also did we do a study here too? I wanted to mention also, since, you know, I love these studies, especially being a facial plastic surgeon, I have to show you studies, and that's why it makes it magical.
I think we're gonna look for that, and while we do, I just wanna invite you in to place your order. This happens to be a 3-month supply, so if it's something that you'd like to try, you saw those types of results, and maybe you've just hit a plateau in your system and in your skincare, and you're just not seeing results in what you're using. This is created by a world-renowned facial plastic surgeon, and so this is something you'll just use at night. It is a serum. So if you picked up our today's special, you're gonna detox pad first, you're gonna serum second, and then since you are getting the brand new world launch of this souffle, you can go ahead and add that hydration on after it. But this is a gentle form of retinol and stabilized vitamin C, 2 of the key components, the key ingredients that a professional dermatologist or esthetician or doctor would say, if you're trying to fight the signs of aging, you need those. But a lot of those in a medical grade environment are way too harsh. This is proprietary. This is created for you and for me. If you have sensitive skin, if you have light skin, if you have spots or discoloration and you want to brighten up the appearance of the skin, but you don't want to layer on something extra for the firmness, something extra for the pores. Like, this is a true multitasker at
Well,
night.
you could also spot use this.
Oh, brilliant.
So if you have an area where you need to have that brightening and have those little brown spots and everything,
Yep.
spot use it.
Well, and
Absolutely.
we do have it. It's on auto ship, so because it's a 3-month supply, you can literally get this delivered to your door every 90 days. Take advantage today of the event price. If you'd like to lock it in, do so.